think 2017, 2018 were his best years.
Yeah, and I know that we're seen as like the Jared Goff haters, but I'm telling you guys, I'm just being like realistic about the situation. Matter of fact, Chris, at some point during this segment, I'm going to send you a clip of like what we had to say in September about Jared Goff and his offense. Like I told you guys at the beginning of the year, before this even happened, you and I had a debate about it. I was like, I think this could be his best year. Mm-hmm. We had that conversation, and it's not. I have the numbers here. In 2018, which is his best year by far, this year I think with like 32 or maybe even 38 touchdowns, 4,600 yards. But throughout the first 13 games of that season, 27 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 3,934 yards on 64% completion.
Yeah.
So that's pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good. This year through 13 games, 19 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 3,022 yards.
Yeah, no, this is his best year since then.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, maybe his second. He had another good year after that, too.
Yeah, he had a good year after that. He had 4,638 yards in 2019. Only had 22 touchdowns, though, and 16 interceptions. But this is one of his best years in a long time. And props to him. He's playing very well. But his best year was by far in 2018.
I think he's happier here, though. Him saying that's my takeaway from, unless he's obviously just capping. I know that the quarterbacks, that's one of the guys I hardly watch their pressers unless it's like after like an emotional win or emotional loss, because that's when you get some truth, right? They're a little bit on edge, so that they say some stuff that's a little bit more spicy than typical. But like, outside of that, Jared Goff, I said this on there too. Jared Goff and Nate Hutchinson give you the most bland interviews.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, great guy, love it, love ball, it's my favorite. But
he actually had 34 touchdowns in
2018
because he had 2 on the ground.
Yeah. Yep, I was going to say that too. He had 1 up until that point. I mean, again, this year through 13 games compared to the 13 games in 2018, 8 less touchdowns, 4 more interceptions, and then 912 less yards.
And DNC Entertainment in the Woodward Sports chat says, in a pass-happy offense in L.A. No. That was a Todd Gurley offense in L.A. They ran a lot of play action, and they played off of Todd Gurley. So
100%.
It's pretty similar offense to what he's playing in right now.
Brandon Cook, one of those yak guys, could take it to the crib or take it deep either way. But what I was saying, though, is like I think this is like maybe the best they went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I can't even say that. But I think he's happier here because of the situation and relationship that he has with Ben Johnson. Again, like, don't forget they tailored this offense together in the offseason, which that was not the case in L.A. That's one of the reasons he kind of felt disrespected at times. And one of the reasons McVay didn't like him is he felt he had to, like, hold his hand through everything. He was in his earpiece up until the final 15 seconds where you can't be. Him and Ben Johnson, there's a little bit more trust there.
Yes.
And Jared Goff has said that multiple times throughout the season and a little bit in the offseason as well, is that, like, they have a relationship and he feels like he's given respect, which the way he says it feels like that was not the scenario in LA, which I know it's not the scenario in LA. That's kind of why they gave him the boot,